All right, welcome back, folks. We're picking up. We're going to start a new Civ 4 game today. I was streaming Hades 2 before this, and the stream ran longer than I expected on Hades because we actually got the first ending to Hades and then watched the credits. So that means I'm probably not going to stream Civ 4 quite as long today, but we'll get started and then we'll pick this up, continue in other weeks. Did a Civ 7 game the last few weeks, and I think people were ready for a game of Civ 4 after that. So I was thinking about what do I want to do for a game, and at least here in the northern hemisphere, it's the calendar's turning towards winter here. It's mid-October at the moment, and that means we're getting into the coldest months of the year. Uh, well, not right now, but like in the upcoming months. So I figured let's do a winter-themed game. So I'm naming this game A Cold, Harsh Land, and we're gonna try out one of the other map scripts, a Boreal map script, which is a very oddball map script if you haven't seen this one before. So first, let me just boot this up. I'm going to run this on a large map, and I'm actually going to take out two of the AIs. So it's going to be 6 opponents, which is what's normal for a game on a standard size map, but we're going to be on a large map. And I'm just going to launch this to show you what this map script looks like if you've never seen a Boreal map before. It is a rough looking map. But, oh wow, our settler disappeared. What's going on right now? What is going on here? Why are there no units visible? What the heck? Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead and put it in debug mode. I just want to show, if you've never seen this map script before, it is almost all plains and tundra tiles. There's hardly any grassland at all. And the map is just like covered with deer resources. So it is a harsh environment to say the least when you're playing on a map like this. But I wanted to showcase, and like you also get these absolutely massive mountain ranges. But yeah, deer everywhere. Too bad there's no corporation that uses deer. And in particular, there's very little in the way of happiness resources. You have furs and gems, and that's about it. I guess there's the occasional silver. Look at all, look at all those gems. But will you even have enough food to work those gem tiles on a map like this? Anyway, it's kind of a brutal map. The AI does not handle this map particularly well, to be clear. But yeah, so we're gonna run a game on this, even though it's in some ways it's probably gonna be easier than a normal game because, as I said, the AI doesn't handle this map very well. So, what are some things you really want on this map? Honestly, getting happiness on this map is really big. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people just have not seen this. So one of the things I try to do is I try to just showcase like different maps because you just don't get to see a lot of them. So anyway, happiness is at a premium. So I wanted to do a charismatic leader for this game, and I actually thought I would be fun to play a game as Cyrus. I haven't done a game as Cyrus on stream. Charismatic, imperialistic. He starts with hunting tech, which is nice on this map because there's so many deer everywhere. He's hunting agriculture for being Persia, and the immortal is also very good on this map too because there's going to be barb archers running around everywhere on this map. But yeah, so we're going to play as Cyrus. I thought about doing it on immortal, but I just don't want to stress out about this game, so I'm just going to do it on Emperor instead, so I don't have to stress as much. I want this to be a little bit more in the way of a relaxing game. And yeah, like I said, it's a large map script. We're taking out two of the AIs, so we're only going to have 6 opponents. There's going to be vast open spaces of just like tundra and plains wasteland, which is what I want to play around with on this one. World wrap. So the default on this map is the world wrap is off. The default is flat on this map, and I'm going to go with that because I think it makes for some interesting gameplay. And that means there's like corners of the map that like are inaccessible. And then I have all my other standard settings on. The victory conditions are all on. Raging barbarians, that would be interesting, but no, I don't want to deal with raging barbarians. No tech trading, and then no vassal states, no events, no villages. So my standard settings. Yep. Immortals get defensive bonuses even though they're mounted units. Yes, they do, which will be pretty good on this map. All right, so here we are, Cyrus, and what do we have? Well, let's at least move to the hill tile to see. Oh boy. Well, we appear to be at the southern edge of the map. I think we would want to move. This does not look terribly promising here. I wonder if there's any resources hidden in the fog, because if not, I really should move one tile west so I get the other. I think I have to move a tile west so I can at least get this in range. We have to at least There's plenty of chops, yeah. Although the question is, do you want to chop them? Is like also another question because I mean, like bare plains tiles are not great. Anyway, well let's see. All right, well we got a good spot. What do we want to name this city? Well, we have no shortage of deer, and we're at the bottom of the edge of the map, so we got to expand to the north. I'll wait a second here and give Chad a chance to come up with potential names. Lots of deer references. I think oh dear. We had oh my dear and oh dear. Oh dear is great. Let's go with that. No idea. Okay, and I mean we start with hunting, so we can immediately connect. So yeah, let's get a worker done. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to connect them. And since we know we're at the bottom of the map, let's go out exploring. Now our first tech. Let's see, what do we need on this start? I think the first thing we go for is honestly bronze working, because we basically can't do anything on this map until we can cut down the trees. We can't do like jack you know what on this map. The initial techs are mining bronze working. I know, right? Oops. That okay. I forgot. I don't use the screen. I don't use the Steam. I use print screen to take screenshots because I'll have to write this game up. Let me just make sure that that picture took. It should have screenshots. Okay. Oh, I still have all the screenshots from the last season of AI Survivor here. I'm gonna dump those. But yeah, it looks like the screenshot took. All right. Yeah, I had 1,200 screenshots from the last season of AI Survivor that I'm gonna get rid of here. All right, print screen. Perfect. Alrighty. Yep, we're going to have to carve our way out of the Winter Wonderland. I mean, because we have all these deer tiles, we should be able to cottage a lot of these tiles here. But this is a map where getting food is a huge deal. There's just not a lot of food on the map. Alright. And there's not a lot of happiness resources either. Okay, well... I mean, there is something worse than tundra tiles. That's snow tiles. Ice tiles are even worse than tundra. So, yes, this is the south border of the map. Correct. This is the south. So we're at the southern edge of the map. There is a grassland river tile. Hooray, there's one. One here. We also apparently have a big mountain range near us, too. Well, this land over here looks extremely hostile so far. And, oh, there is a, no, that's a mountain tile too. There's no passage through this mountain range either. A 3 food, yeah, 3 food. We won't need it at the capital because the capital's got deer tiles, but I'm currently looking to see if there's another spot I could put a city down, and I'm not seeing one at the moment. I think I need, wow, look at this. The forest cuts, the river cut, like, has forests on it, but the rest of this is brutal. Yeah, I mean, the AI might not bother me, but at the same time, I need like an actual place. Oh wait, no, this is this. Okay, this is the southeast corner of the map. We are in the absolute southeast corner because this is the east edge of the map too. Okay, well, I guess that simplifies things in a way. There's only one direction our expansion can go. The bad news is, I mean, I guess we have to push this way. I mean, we're gonna have to push in that direction. I don't know if there's I'll send a warrior if I scout one out in this direction, but like this looks pretty bleak. No, the fact that this is so bleak is just what I want. That like this is gonna be awesome. I want this map to be unique. Lakes are at least 2 food tiles. No, we can. This is gonna be fun. We gotta play our way out of this. Oh, hi wolves. Well, at least we get the 100% bonus against animals. Okay, we only took 1 point of damage. Go heal for at least 1 turn. Now the question is, which deer tile do we improve first? This one will be 3 food. Let's see. This will become a 4-1 tile. This one becomes a 4-1 tile. This will become a 3-2 tile. This one, okay. Honestly, I think we do these 2 tiles at the north first. Lots of real poverty. The AI is going to struggle hard. As I said, that in some ways this map is a little bit easier than other maps. And you're at like 98 health. Oh, there's another wolf here. Well, I can't really avoid you, per se. Yeah, the AI will struggle, but it's not like my land is good either. Yep, you can camp deer tiles with forests on them. That's correct. There's another deer tile here. Okay, well I think we know where our first city is gonna have to go. Probably on this tile here. Or hold on, no, we could put it here and then it can borrow both of these deer tiles. Yeah, I think it's here. 1, 2, 3. Yep, and it can use this tile too. Can you build cottages on tundra tiles? I can't remember if you can. Where's the terrain? Or oh no, base terrain. Improvements take. Okay, well that doesn't tell me. Can cottages be built? Where's improvements? I don't. It doesn't say. I can't remember if you can put them on those. You can build cottages on tundra river tiles. Okay, if it's next to river, you guys are right. There's also some grassland west of the capital in the fog. Possibly. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's see. This wolf's probably going to attack us, but again, we get the 100% bonus. We should win. Oh, Shaka. Okay. Great. So glad that we immediately ran into Shaka. Anyway, on to bronze working. We don't really need. I mean, the wheel would be nice to build roads, but that's not that great. We'll take this because we're most likely to get attacked in the... Oh, hello. Hi, Shaka. Okay, well, I guess we got to push in this direction. I want to clear this up, and then I guess I'm heading in that direction. Worker's almost done. At least we'll have bronze working, yeah. I need to know if there's anything here. Alright, doesn't look like there's much here of interest. Alright, so we'll put the city here, and then we'll have to put... Probably it has to go, like, right here, because... Probably we'll have to go, like, right here. I'm wondering if we need another city to peel off this... I don't know, we'll figure it out. I can't peel all of the food resources away. The capital will definitely have these two. So that's it. Let's see, this is +4 food, this is +5. We could farm that for +6. And then that would let us work 6 cottages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. 2 deer plus marble. Yeah, the marble is kind of in a weird spot, but anyway, we need to at least find out where Shaka is. But for right now, there's not a lot we can do. Really interesting map. Will we be able to go the whole game with staying on peaceful terms with Shaka? Probably not, but... Well, I mean, this river is like a lifeline. I guess we've got to settle the river because everything else is so bad. I mean, I guess we got to settle the river. Definitely a unique map. Oh, hey, more of these guys. Well, that's okay. No Shaka borders yet. It is interesting, too, that I'm literally in a corner of the map here. I'll send a warrior as soon as I build one up in this direction. I know, right? Isn't this map pretty wild? Anyway, we're in the forest, plus we've got woodsmen, so we should be okay. Alright. Got to start getting our growth up. I need you to heal for a couple turns. Oh yeah, that's right. We get the promotion on 4 XP because we're... Look, Shaka's healing as well. Although he took Combat 1, which is a pretty silly promotion for a scout to take. No, it's all like this. The whole map looks like this. Well, we managed to get a huge patch of ice. The map is mostly plains and tundra tiles. The ice is a little unusual. Anyway. Oh, Shaka founded... What? Shaka founded the religion? Oh, that's right. I was like, why didn't I start building the camp? But I forgot that's because it's on a forest tile. Whoops. Maybe I should have picked a different tile to improve for. Maybe I should have just gone here and improved this first. I forgot I didn't. I thought I could just move here and start improving the tile, but no. Wasted a turn here, then wasted a turn here. I probably should have gone here, improved this, then here, improved this. I just wanted to get a 4 food tile connected. Well, at least we're imperialistic. All right. If we're lucky, I'm really hoping we have either horses or copper somewhere. Okay, lion. Well, that's out of range. All right. Hey, look, it's another tile on the other side of the... There's a sheep over here on the other side of the Great Ice... whatever this is. The Great Ice Divide. Yeah, we don't want to be anywhere near those bears, but... Oh, okay. So at least we've been able to identify where Shaka is located. If I can get this spot here, I'm content to let him stay over there. Pretty wild terrain, right? But we need to at least keep an eye on his settlements. All right, so we finally finished that. We have a 4 food tile now on turn 22. This is a slow start, but I mean, you see what the terrain looks like. Only so much we can do here. All right, we're gonna go improve that other one. Okay, not a lot here. Hey, like Mario Samus. If we settle the sheep, I do not think we can get to the... I mean, this is Shaka's capital right here. I don't think we can get to the sheep before him. Seems very unlikely we can get there first. Another warrior. All right, you're going to head to the northeast here and see if this mountain range blocks progress. Oh, this tile... Never mind. All right, I think we've seen what we can here. Yeah, fortunately, Shaka, I'm sure, will be a great neighbor. I actually will not mind. I would love to have his religion spread to me. That would be fantastic. All right. We can work that tile. I think we build a settler at size 3. Now, we will get to use our imperialistic bonus, right? Because we get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got to improve that sheep tile next. Or deer tile next. All right. Is there anything up here? Or is this just also a dead end? What an odd map. Shaka's borders are already expanding because he got the holy city, so he'll pop the 100 culture borders very quickly from his religion. Hello there, wolves. Now, we would love to get Stonehenge as a wonder because we're charismatic in this game. All right, do we have copper? We do have copper. We need the wheel, and we need wheel next, and then maybe probably animal husbandry so we can see. Okay, Liz tossed me something. Oh, hello. Well, that looks a lot better. We need those gems. Like, we really need those gems, so... We actually found something up here. Very nice. But we need to go grab this. We're definitely going to need the copper, even if it's a garbage city, because we're going to need them for fighting barbs. That is a very safe city. Yeah, the odds of... even though this is not likely to be contested by the AI, we're still going to want to get it soon anyway, just because it has gems. It'll do so much for our research, and it's another happy face in every city, too. So... Alright, I do not want to fight the bear, if I can avoid it. But I do still want to keep exploring. Maybe I can get around this guy. Alright. Let's keep going. We get Woodsman too. If we fight one more battle and win with that guy, we'll get Woodsman too. And we're 1 turn away there. And the reason why I can settle here is because the borders for the capital will pop in 20 turns and then grab that tile, which can then go to the other city. Weird game, though. All right. 2 turns, then we can start a settler. All right, we're going to need more warriors. We'll start the settler at size 3, as I said. All right, you can finish that. There we go. Oh, cool. Now you can start on the next turn. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Not that it's going to be that fast of a settler, but all right. Oh, maybe we can slip around the bear. Oh, bear. I'd like to... Let's just get away from the bear. Oh, no! That's not what I wanted to have happen. Oh, well. Rest in peace, Scout. Unless we get very lucky. Dodging one bear only to get munched by another one. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, well. It is what it is. Well, that's not what I wanted. As I said, not much I can do about that. This map's rough enough that I probably wasn't likely to keep scouts alive too long anyway. I should have run the other... I mean, you can't put that on. You're going to move right into another bear. There's no way to anticipate that, but it is. All right. So we grew to size 3. Settler. We're 1 away from getting the imperialistic bonus, but like doing this does not speed us up. Unfortunately, we're one because we're getting 5 production. If we had 6, we'd get another shield. So we get 12 per turn. If we had 1 more shield, we'd have 14 per turn. But it is what it is. It's fine. We definitely need another worker too. But I want to start getting settlers out. At least we can move straight to there. Oh. Well. Alright, well that's a dead end. So that actually changes where we need to settle here. Let's think about this. Now I'm not sure that we need to split this off from the capital at all, actually. Yeah, there's a little pocket in the mountains, I know, right? Let me think about this. About where we might want to send this. So let's see. Yes, dear? Thank you. Who's got some snacks? Thank you very much. I actually think that this might be... Actually, I think this is 2 cities. And maybe we're lucky there's another... No, there can't be a food resource here because this is an ice tile. And this I can't put a city that works both of these. Yeah, actually, let's keep this. I actually do think this is good because we don't need this many resources for the capital. This here, and then this grabs that. And then we can do a city here that grabs both of these and like makes the best use we can of that terrible terrain. And then in theory we could put one here for the marble. I mean, I think that that's the way to dot map this, I think. But let's get this spot up at least. And then I would like to get some more units. I will have to get that copper too, because I'm going to need some unit that can actually fight barbarians, which there's going to be a lot of them. Anyway, well, this is my thinking right now. Let's see, let's at least uncover out in that direction. All right. And I'm hoping I can get you back without that bear killing you, but I would like to know if there's a passage through the mountains too. Just don't want to die to the stupid bear. All right. I think we can make it... Oh, hold on. No, if I move... So here's the thing. If I move here, I can fight the bear on max defensive terrain. I'm worried that if I stay here, the bear's going to move here. This is Cyrus. Good question. I'm playing as Cyrus. Good question. I think we can take him. We've got the defensive terrain. We should have pretty good odds to win. All right. This guy needs to... I'm hoping this guy can then escort the settler. If we post units up... If we found this city up here, we actually should have decent odds to... well, hopefully we kill this guy. We should have about 80% odds to win. Looks like we got the winning animation. I mean, we just won. What was our odds to win? 75%. Pretty good. Let's at least finish mapping this corner out. This is not really a Darius start, I agree. Okay, not much up there. Oh, and this is why it's important to scout, you guys. Okay, well. That means there's not enough terrain to support 2 cities up here. But we can put this here. I actually would kind of like this tile right here, but it's a lake, so... so this city here could borrow this resource. We're going to need to pop... Man, Stonehenge would be so good if we could get it on this start. We might want to try to go for just a Stonehenge chop fest, honestly. Would it be bad to put a copper city on a tile above this? It might be worthwhile just to try to work the water tiles, which would mean... I think this spot would be better, personally, but let's see if we... I wouldn't mind seeing if there's resources up there. Let's see. There would be a little overlap, but overlap's not that big a deal. This city could at least work the 3 water tiles. Because, like, I could put it here. Well, maybe here. We'll see. It's probably one of these 2 tiles, honestly. We'll see. Yeah, we're going to need something to dump all those farce into, so... Okay, so we got that. And this is indeed a seal. There's nothing back beyond this. Like, this is a... There's no way to get past this. It's pure mountains. So that is a tucked away little cubby hole. But it has two happiness resources. Are we 3 turns away on the settler? 2 turns away on the settler. So I need you to come back and escort that. You can actually stand up here and fog bust for me. I think standing on this exact tile to fog bust is the way to go. Yeah, 2 happiness and some money. So yeah, Stonehenge would be so good because we're charismatic and because we don't have a border expansion. I was thinking of doing pottery next, but I don't think I'm building cottages just yet. I think maybe we do mysticism, so then any chops we get, we can just dump into Stonehenge. And I think the next build is another worker. I definitely think the next build's another worker. And then I think, yeah, I think I'll start chopping into Stonehenge because every chop's 20 production. If we can get 4 forests, that's most of the wonder knocked out. How about settling on the copper? Actually, on the copper's not bad. That's a viable solution too. We'll see what it looks like when we get up there.
Put your shoulder to the wheel.
Yeah, I think it has to be mysticism next. Okay. Or actually, that tile right there fog busts pretty well. No, that tile's better. Would I want to work this tile? Probably yes. I'm just like, where do I get food for a city up here? It does make the city tile better. It increases the yield by 1. You get a 2 production center tile instead of a 1 production center tile. Okay, so we're getting 14 food hammers. Oh, that's nice. Look, we have this build come through with no overflow. Now we can get 1 more. We can do a 4-turn worker. Unfortunately, 14... Well, that's not terrible because we get a lot of overflow into the next thing. In fact, because I can 4-turn a worker, it might be better to... Grow another size. I don't know. I want to be size 4 so I can work this tile. Oh, but never mind. No. I do want the worker because this settler's going to grab this tile, and then I only need these 3 deer tile. Okay, so yes, it is worker next. You get an extra water tile on the copper. It's true. There's a good argument to be made. The copper is the way to go here. Just making sure that we're not getting jumped on here. All right, settler done. No way to speed this up, unfortunately, at the moment. So yeah, we'll do the worker. Have a lot of overflow currently. Okay. Actually, this tile might be better for fog busting. We won't. If we stand on this tile here, we'll see all of these tiles, and we'll see these tiles. Yeah, these 3 tiles will still be able to spawn, but forges would be really good too. Yep. Actually, De Gaulle would not have been bad for this start. Industrious, charismatic. And you're just like fog busting. By the way, think of a name for what we're going to put on this next city. Yeah. Oh, there's 1 tile there, Barbs. I swear, if a Barb Archer spawns on this tile, I'm going to be so screwed. No, cottages are still the way to go. You can't rely on a fail gold. I mean, I don't think fail gold economy is the way to go. 2 Forge Happiness was charismatic, so yeah, it won't be a big issue in the early game. But yeah, we can found this city next turn, so be thinking about names for this spot that we're going to found here. All right. Bank Vault. We had a couple suggestions for the one in the Northeast. This city's not as interesting. Northeast city called Alaska. Buddy. Couple good suggestions. Mountain View. I actually kind of like Mount Buddy. Sure, we'll mix those 2 together. Mount Buddy. Now this is where I unfortunately, there's not really anything to build. I guess I'll squeeze a warrior out for the time being. So Odir, yeah, has to work these, which slows down the worker by a bit, but we're about to finish the... Actually, maybe this is a decent time to be on growth. No, I still want that worker to be done faster. So our commerce is not going to be very impressive for the moment. So I will try to send this guy scouting because I do have a warrior that is in progress at Mount Buddy, and you can just hang out up there. You fog busting this corner does a lot to keep me safe. No, no idea. So turn 40, we still only have 2 cities, but again, the map is a pretty harsh map here. Definitely slows us down a bit. All right, so you can stay on the forest tiles, and we'll finish that camp next turn. Turn our science back on. We just need to have mysticism done by the time this warrior finishes, because I'd like to build the monument here, I think. Actually, no, I think I might just spam warriors here. Okay, worker's done in 2 turns. All right, so now we will start chopping. Now we begin the chop fest. And I just need to make sure that the chops will go into Stonehenge. Lake Copper City will inject some... I mean, I guess I wouldn't say this is... I wouldn't say working 2 food, 2 commerce water tiles are that strong. But, all right, now maybe we finally get to see what's further up this river. So Shaka... Oh, yeah, I need to adopt slavery at some point, too. Maybe when this worker's done. I don't know. Relative to the rest of the map, of course, yeah. I mean, we can see his demos by now. If you're curious. GMP. Our GMP's been pretty flat. Production. Food. We've almost caught him in food, which considering it's Emperor is not bad. They start with a remember, they start with a worker on Emperor. Culture. Well, he got a holy city. So I said I would like it if his religion spreads to me. Like that is not a bad thing. Alright. So chop. Oh, another deer. Okay. Who would like to get... These 2 are connected with a trade route too, aren't they? Yep. The 2 commerce on the trade route does make a big difference when you're first starting out. All right. And I'm happy to let... Oh, man, we have all this overflow. I wish I could save this. How much overflow do I have? 8 overflow? Let's put the overflow into a settler. I don't want to waste all that overflow. And then I'll go back to growing. I do want to grow to size 4. Alright, so is there any way I can get... I can get the copper and a deer tile in range, but... But it might be... Let's continue dot mapping up here. See if there's anything better up here. Alright. Chop this as well. Okay. Cancel that. I do need to grow that extra size. Yeah, so I think we'll just chop chop and then chop chop and then put at least 1 more chop in here. And I think we're just going to try to knock out Stonehenge. Getting that wonder would be a huge deal. Oh, hello, barbarians. Yeah, we win that fight flawlessly. We definitely need pottery for granaries, because food is very limited on this map. Alright. There we go. 5 production. So let's see. If we get 4 chops, that's 80. Then it would be 8 turns. I'm willing to go for that here. It would be an 8-turn build, which is about how long the chops will take as well. Maybe 1 more chop. Okay, so Mount Buddy grew. And then... I mean, I guess I might as well have it do warriors for right now. Because I'm not going to have it do a settler. A worker would be, longer than I want. We're kind of slowing down here to build Stonehenge in the hopes that that'll pay off. Because I don't want to build a monument if I'm hopefully going to get it for free. I'll do another warrior right now. Maybe at size 3. We can try that. Since we have another warrior underway, why don't you go out this way and at least try to like hang out maybe like over here so we can get some vision on what Shaka might be planning. Is that a wolf? That is a wolf, right? Wolf. All right. 15 turns. This takes us to 50. Pretty committed to this plan at this point, so hopefully it works. Oh, you know what I can do? They'll each chop another tile, and then I can have them work together to dump in one more chop, and then we can get started. Might as well build infrastructure, but I don't want to build a barracks. That seems, you know, barracks this early in the game are silly, and then a monument, like, I'd like to have it do a granary, but I can't do that, so honestly, another warrior just to run around is not bad here. I do need to explore the map. Of course, I want units better than warriors for that. Oh, wait, we can take... We'll just heal for the one turn in case we stumble into a bear or something. Okay, working on it. Chopping away. So when these forest chops come in, we're essentially at 90 out of 120. And we're essentially at 90 out of 120, so 6 turns. And that's probably as much as I can speed it up. Let's just hope that this wonder doesn't fall in the next few turns. I'm going to be quite upset if that happens. Another gem. Okay, well, we got room for another decent city up here. Probably on this tile, most likely. And we did grow to size 4. This is, in fact, the best tile I can work. Now, is this enough to shave another turn off? Let's see. So again, we're effectively at 95 out of 120. I think this is still the best tile I can work, but I'm just checking. Let's see. And getting my calculator out. 90, so... That means we have 25. So let's see. 8 or 7, 7, 7. Yeah, it does speed things up by 1 turn. It does speed things up by 1 turn, and then if I had to, I can like slam out an extra turn there at the last second if need be. But yeah, this is fine. Alright, hold on. If I did 8, let's see. If I did 8, I probably should just work the best tiles, but I'm trying to make sure this makes sense. I need 25 shields. I'm trying to see if I can get that in 3 turns. I think I can. Okay, so I need 25 shields. So we're gonna do 8 and 8, which gets us 16. And then another 8 would be 24. So we're gonna do 8 shields, 8 shields. And then on turn 51, we're going to do this for 9. We're going to do this for 9. So we're going to go 8, 8, and 9 here. Because, as I said, we're basically at 95 out of 120. So 8 more is 103. Another 8 is 111. And then we do 9 on the 3rd turn. It's just important enough that we want to get this in 3 turns. Because if we fail, then we're really set back here. All right. So there we go. This puts us again at 28 plus 63. Yeah. I already worked out the math. I'm not going to do it again. Most cultured, well, that's because Shaka's founded the religion. Okay. And so that means we don't need to do any more chopping, but what we would like to do is put some cottages down on these tiles. Oh, wait, we don't have pottery yet. Okay, well, road building it is. That's why I'm researching pottery. All right, and boom, there we go. Exactly what we need. So we now have the wonder because the player wins same turn tie breaks in this game. Boom. Let's go. Mount Buddy can. Oh yeah, Mount Buddy could work. That you're right. I could have done that last turn, couldn't I? Or wait, no. Now the word. No, now it can work this. You're right. The border's just expanded. Cool. We got to connect that tile too. Cool, cool, cool. So we've landed our first big prize of the game. Stonehenge is going to be very, very good for us. It'll also generate us a great profit, which I don't know what I'm going to do with, but maybe someday down the road we can found a religion and then shrine it. I won't get the profit for 50 more turns, so I don't have to decide what to do right away. Very, very nice. Now we get to be pretend creative because we get the monument, at least until astronomy tech. I will say astronomy is not exactly a high priority on this map. Could use another worker, so I don't mind having you work on that. Now let's get you back to decent enough tiles. You will need a military police unit, but we're okay for right now. How about you go back to that settler for right now? And I think our next settler is going to go on that tile right there because we really want these resources. Okay, well, is there any way to access this valley here? I don't know if there's any way to even get in here. Overflow into settler. Yes. I think I'm literally going to build the settler anyway because at the moment I don't have enough tiles for the city to grow onto right now anyway. I can't grow into cottages until I finish pottery tech, so like it's not that big of a priority right now. Mount Buddy, how about you just chill here for right now? Oh yeah, the map has been... I mean, we already knew where we were on the world map, but now we have an even better sense of where we were. Alright, I really do want to get pottery done so I can build granaries and whatnot. And put down cottages. Alright, well... I agree securing the copper would be good. The problem is any city up there is going to be garbage. Like, a city up here is pretty worthless, but... I don't know. I mean, we seem to be relatively sheltered here. Now, I say that, and then the barbs will probably pop up any second now. Alright, soon we can build the cottages. Soon. Everything just like... Oh, hello. We met Napoleon as well. Where do we... I'm assuming we met him up here. Nope, down here. So, Shaka has 3 cities already. And Napoleon also has 3 cities. Well, we did kind of delay a city to get Stonehenge, which I think was very worthwhile. Let's put our espionage points on Napoleon so we can get Bargrass with him. Yeah. I mean, we do want to chop this as well. Actually, you know what? Chopping probably makes more sense here. We're waiting on pottery anyway. We can chop into that worker, and then this worker will pop out. Yeah, that'll help speed us up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, now we just need to get Monty. I'm not declaring war. I mean, I guess I'll road this tile, because otherwise there's nothing for this guy to do. So we're a little behind, but it's Emperor difficulty, so not really that bad. Yeah, see how it takes 3 turns instead of the normal 2 because we're on Tundra. All right. But this settler's almost done. And as I said, yeah, I just want to get this spot settled. I want to get the gems and the silver resources. They're just good tiles. Like, they're really good tiles. Unfortunately, the city is pretty much only going to be able to work those tiles. Because this is a 4 food tile, right? And then this is a 0 food tile, and this is a 0 food tile. So it's literally just going to work those 3 tiles. And, like, there's no other... Like, there's nothing else that's even worthwhile to do. There's no place I could farm. I mean, I could farm a tundra tile for 2 food. But that doesn't help. That just... All it would do is feed for the... Oh, I could work some of the water... I can work the water tiles. Never mind. That's right. The lake tiles I can work. That's right.
Hath not the potter power over the
All right. Next up, I think we want animal husbandry, so just so we can see the horse resources. Just in case there's a horse resource. After that, it opens up a bit more. But we would like to know if we have horses. Oh, hi, Barb Archer. Well, hopefully we don't just insta-die. We are on forest, so. Well, we're on a forested hill, and we have woodsman promotion, and they'd have to attack across a river. So that's about as good as we can hope for. So that could be a lot worse. All right, Mount Buddy. Oh, wow, that probably is the best. Oh, wait, no, if we do this. Oh, man, I was hoping we could get this. Is there any tile I can work that'll increase the yield? I don't think there is, though, unfortunately. I only need one more shield to get this. But I don't think there's any tile I can work that'll give me that extra shield. I don't think there's any other tile I can work here, so I think that actually is the best tile. Unfortunately. Alright, and then now you guys need to get some cottages. We'll start by cottaging this tile, which will go over to Oh Dear. Poor Mount Buddy can work some of these. Oh, we need to connect this. We need to camp this tile. Never mind. That's a higher priority than the cottage. Because I really want to get these cottages up and running, but got to get more workers. Got to get more settlers. At least this settler will be coming out. Part of the reason why I also want to dump this settler here early on is because it's going to take 10 turns for the borders to pop. Like, I have to wait for the borders to expand. All right, I think we win this, because, or at least we have good odds to win it. That's good. All right, I want to grow, so let's get. Why don't we do the granary while we're growing, and let's start growing onto these. Oh, we do need we need a warrior for military police. Let's get that. And you, because this city is not going to be very useful until the borders expand, but we gotta do that border expansion. We gotta connect the resource. All right, so you had, what were the odds you had to win, just out of curiosity? All right, we had about 87% odds to win, so pretty good. And hopefully we can win one more battle. I'm going to heal you. Wow, 7 turns to heal. You're a long way from home, though, so I want to make sure you're healed. All right. Way over there. But yeah, we can let Old Deer grow. As I said, I need one warrior for military police on happiness. And then we'll probably try to get a granary there. We could farm the grassland tile. It is a way to get a 3 food tile. The thing is, though, I think this tile is going to go to Oh Dear. I'm not sure that farming it does that much for us, though. Because Mount Buddy is already... I mean, Mount Buddy has... let's see, this is a 4 food. Mount Buddy will have a 6 food surplus, which allows us to work, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. These 2 deer combined with the tundra tiles lets us work all of the river. Let us work all of them as river cottages. So I think that's all we really need. I think Oh Deer is going to take this tile anyway. Hanging Gardens. I mean, it won't be bad. It's not going to be bad by any means. I don't know that it has like a giant priority. I'm actually not that concerned about health on this map. All right. Anyway, you also need to do the granary, which is going to take a while. And we probably also need to get into Slavery Civic, and this seems like a good time, actually. So, we'll pull the trigger on this turn. Now we've got this worker out here. That's going to take you a little while. All right. And we had, like, a lot of name suggestions for up here. I do need to connect this by road. But I think I'll go ahead and do the cottage first, because I can road that a little bit later. We'll tackle this. And you, I think I'm just going to have chill. Well, I might have you keep poking around over there. Yeah, we had a lot of suggestions for this one. There's some really good suggestions for this one. Safe. The safe is great. I like that, because it's a safe spot and it's going to be money for us, hopefully. I love it. The safe. We'll put you on a granary. Poor city. There's a Shaka Archer. We've already passed Napoleon in score. Again, the AI does struggle on this map. So, like, this is not intended to be a challenge game. It's more intended to be like, hey, this is a really unique map script, and I kind of wanted to test this one out. All right, yes, we can double width the granary as soon as we hit size 4, and that's probably worthwhile to do. Odir is going to have its military police, and then it's just going to grow for the time being. But I will need to get some settlers out. I'll probably double whip some settlers. Although I need to get the granary first. Maybe I'll do the granary in there. I don't know. I need to get settlers out too. There's always so many things you have to do. Always so many things you have to do. Bank vault was also a good suggestion. I'll put on the granary. I kind of need the granary in place before I can start whipping out units. I think that now I don't need the warrior. Yeah, now I have enough vision that I don't need that warrior there. Anyway, let's see if we can keep fog busting there. So anyway, here we go. Get some commerce going, which we definitely need. Let's have you guys cottage this tile next. And when this gets when the borders get closer to popping, I'll try to have 2 workers move up here, 1 to road. Then they can road this tile and immediately move here. And then after that, they can move to the gems tile. Because we're just going to be working the deer and then 1, 2, 3 water tiles immediately. I think we need the copper ASAP. I also think we need the copper soonish. But for the moment, we haven't been seeing too much in the way of barb activity, thankfully. That said, some barb archers could wander in here and we'd be in a lot of trouble. I have obviously not gone for any of the early religions. You actually have woodsman promotion. I wish I could. Maybe I can send you out exploring. Anyway, Mount Buddy's going to pop its borders next turn. Oh dear, actually will pop its borders not too much longer. You think there's a horse or iron on the grassland tile? Maybe. Hard to say. Well, we'll know soon enough. I mean, the AI having these units running around, I think, is helping to keep the barbs down too. All right, I was considering giving the grassland tile over to the capital, but I don't think that actually causes it to grow faster. Yeah, Mount Buddy will grow in 2 turns if we keep it on the grassland tile, so that does seem better. Alrighty. Well, we definitely want to road on this tile, so let's do that. Do we have bar graphs with Napoleon yet? No, we do not. How are we doing in terms of demos, just out of curiosity? Well, we're number 1 in GMP. We're not that close to... Somebody has a lot of food compared to us, but we'll get there. We'll get there. The safe is not really contributing much yet. Safe needs, what, 7 more turns to pop its borders? Okay. Now, if we 2-pop whip the granary here, is that worthwhile to do? I think it is, because we're going to get a fair amount of overflow. But no, that's not what we want. You know what we want to do? We want to whip the settler and overflow into the granary, because we can build... yeah, and we're imperialistic, so we can double whip this next turn. We want to whip the settler, overflow into granary, because we can grow while building the granary. And I think we will grab this spot just to make sure we have the copper. It just makes us a lot safer. Even though this spot's not very strong, it just makes us safer. And like, it's not like this is an amazing spot either. I mean, it's the best we've got, but I think we'll take that. All right, you're almost done healing that poor warrior up there. All right, so because we're imperialistic, we can 2-pop whip this. And we will grow right back. Well, we don't have the granary done yet, so it will take a little bit longer. But let's see. You move here and road. And then... this still needs 6 turns until it expands. So will you have you guys dump another cottage down right now? Oh, hi, Barb Archer. Apparently you've been munching on some other enemy units because you already got double promotion. So we're just going to move away from you. Here on the ice field. This ridiculous ice field. I can have this guy start roading to the northwest. What do we think in terms of the spot for putting this city? I think on the copper is actually the proper spot. This city's never going to be very strong, but I think you guys are right. I think on the copper is the proper spot for this. Because it gets to, it's like it's just going to sit there and work the lake tiles, and it'll cap out at like size 6 or something. North of the copper is also viable, I suppose, but what does moving north even do? It lets us work the copper, I guess. But I think your guys are. I think the suggestion is better. I think it's better to settle here because that does give us a 2 production center tile instead of the normal 2-2-1 tile or 2-1-0. It'll be a 2-2-1 tile, which is like slightly better. Tech rate this game is going to be glacial. I do like that. Tech rate's going to be glacial. Anyway, so oftentimes you want to whip when the food box is half full. Problem is Mount Buddy is working this time. I guess we'll wait. It is working a terrible tundra tile, unfortunately. All right, and so this pops in 5 turns. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We can move here. Boop, boop, boop. Oh dear, will immediately grow back. Look at all that extra overflow we got into the granary. Very nice. We are going to need someone to pop out a warrior as well. Mount Buddy can produce a warrior. We need to go keep an eye on this. All right, we finally get our deep exploring warrior back. This ice field is just so massive. Man, what an unusual map. So anyway, we've got 2 cottages done, but now we need to grow. I mean, we should be able to grow pretty quickly here. The safe took over this tile, which is fine for right now. It's going to give it back to the capital, but for right now, it can have it. Oh, well, I'm glad that we scouted that out. Maybe we get lucky and we win, but that's not what we wanted. Well, that's why we were certainly going for the copper. I mean, maybe we get lucky here, but more likely we are going to need to get some warriors and throw them at this. Oh, here's what we do. We're going to 2-pot whip the granary, and we will put the overflow into another warrior because we're going to get a lot of overflow. Actually, probably more than we want. I will assume that we will win this battle and move forward. But yeah, you guys were right. We definitely needed to start getting ready for that. All right, road there. Another gems tile if we can never get up there. Let's see. I think I want to work the 1 food tile. We still need that hoarder to expand. You're going to be working on that. So these guys can throw down another cottage, which they should. Although I think we have enough at Oh Dear. I think what we need to do is chop and cottage at Mount Buddy. I was going to go here, but I might have to run away. So I think we'll go to this tile. Because we're probably going to have to run away from this barb archer. A lot of gems. Yeah, this map does have a fair amount of gems. But yeah, we need to get like some real units now. How many cities does the AI have? They're both on, I would assume they're both on 4 cities. Nope, Napoleon's only on 3 like us. All right. We got this. It's across a river into a forest. Okay, we don't got this. But we took the archer down to 1.1 health, so that's good. Gotta pull back for a turn then. I thought for a minute we might actually win that fight. Oh, we actually had odds. We had 2/3 odds to win. We actually had 2/3 odds to win that fight. Fortunately, barb units can't heal. They can only promote. Now, it'll heal a little bit when it promotes, but that's it. Okay, well, we'll just chill. Actually, let's go here, onto the forested hill. Yeah, we just have to skip our turn here. It's okay. We should be able to kill this archer. It'll get a promotion, so it'll heal a little bit of that back. We got another warrior coming out of here. So what I can do is I can move this warrior forward. So I'll have another warrior that can move into Mount Buddy for an emergency. I love the one barback showing up is like cause for disaster. We'll just double again. I would prefer that this went into something more useful, like a worker. But so see, we actually will have 3 warriors here, so we'll be fine. This guy might kill one of them, but then it'll die on the remainder. Yeah, we'll just chill here. So that guy slowed us down. Oh look, he actually stopped. That guy didn't attack us. We'll move here. Maybe he'll attack us. Oh, there's gems here. I'm gonna move here in the forest. We should win a fight in the forest. In theory. I mean, I'd like a worker, but I'm trying to like make sure I don't die. I guess I have enough. I guess we should do that. This does mean that we only have 2 warriors, though. Honestly, we should be okay. Well, hopefully, we're all right. Anyway, let's finish animal husbandry. Definitely need to get that copper connected. 2 worker. I mean, it should be plenty. Famous last words, though, right? We had full fortify bonus and the city. All right, it was indeed enough. It'll either be okay or very funny. Indeed. All right, so now that we have that, first of all, do we have horses anywhere? I'll just click on something. There's horses over here, but that doesn't help us. No horses available at the moment. Okay. No immortals for us. What were our odds in that battle, out of curiosity? Okay, we had 88% odds to win, so yeah. I'm going to continue trying to get this guy to attack me across the river. You can stay there. All right. And you over there. I also want a worker. The worker that pops out of here will go over there and help out. Well, there's a lot of gems here. Oh, look, there's actual grassland tiles. We could farm the grassland and then work the gems if we can get a city up there. And the safe is... Actually, the safe is... Well, we'll one-pop whip the granary as soon as we can. I'm about to give this deer tile back to the capital once... as soon as I can improve this. I need another worker over there to improve this. Definitely need 2 workers up here, but... I probably should have had another one peel off. This guy can come... The guy that's popping out here can come over here. Anyway. Oh, we need to... I'm researching fishing, which is not a tech I want. This is across a river into a forest, so we should be fine. Yeah, I needed to sit down and think about what tech I wanted. Well, that's okay. Alright, what do we want next? Let's look at the tech tree. Fishing does very, very little on this map. Of course, we only invested 9 beakers, so that's fine. Archery, not bad, but if we have copper, I don't think we need that. There's the religious line. We're going to get a profit. These 3, but we probably are more likely to get like Code of Laws down the road. Monarchy, I would say monarchy is a high priority, except that we actually have a decent amount of happiness. We also could go for metal casting, because we're going to have gems. Like, that would not be bad either. Oh, right. I forgot we need fishing to work the water. Okay, never mind. I forgot we need fishing to work the water tiles. Writing would be a good one to go for, and math also. Metal casting would be good, but it's very expensive early in the game. Like, it's a 750 beaker attack when our best rate is like 20 a turn. It's probably just too expensive right now. Yeah, I think math. I think maybe we go for math and just try to get some of the goodies up there. It'd be pretty good. Anyway, you can heal. Thanks for clearing that barb. Alrighty. Yep. So you're working on that. It looks like this is going to be a difficult... So I guess, yeah, this is another like sheltered mountain valley over here. Would I agree about fishing and hunting being the worst starting types? I mean, fishing is just so situational. It's good if you have a water start. Otherwise, it's pretty bad. And we'll just slave out another settler as soon as we get this happy. Like, as soon as this happiness is done, we'll get rid of it. We're also getting there on the granary, too. Bronze City, Southeast. So, we talked... Bronze youth. No, we talked about the copper, and they talked about it quite a bit and decided that it made the most sense to settle on that tile. I forgot that we need fishing to work the water tiles. Oh wait, no, do we? All right. Wow, we didn't. We like have no infrastructure here. I need this to grow, so I guess we do another warrior. I guess I want the city to keep growing. Yes, you need fishing. That's right. I was thinking for some reason the lake tiles, it didn't need it, but we actually do, so. Okay. Looks like we need about another turn or two of 0%. Okay. Well, then this city's going to be truly sad until we have that. And then you can guard that, and you can, since we have an extra guy, maybe we can just send someone else out exploring. I wish I had like a chariot so I could explore the map a little bit better. I seem to be running my way into a dead-end valley over here. All right, we don't really need to road this tile. And I'll give this back to the capital then. Because we have that, and then you can hop onto that next. All right, so next up, I think we just continue cottaging our way up here. Chopping and cottaging our way up here. I need another infrastructure. I might need to go writing next because I need another infrastructure building like to dump production into. Because like right now once I have the granary done, there's like nothing to build in these cities. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm only at +4 food per turn. I need that other deer tox. I need the safe to take over. All right. Well, there's yet another resource there. All right. What was our name? What was our name going to be for this one? By the way, the city that's going to be very, very weak until we can. Oh, we also need to build a. You know what we need? We need to get a road connection. I forgot. Because the copper will not be connected on this spot. So let's get the. We need to road our way up there first. Lake Wobegon is pretty good. Like, this is a truly sad spot for a city until we can work them. Oh, we didn't get the second. I thought we'd get a 2 production center tile. We did not. That's kind of a shame. But we do need the copper tile. Like, it's not really optional. We have to get that. So we really need to connect this back to our territory, which we do not have yet. So I'm just going to go road here, even though it's going to be a little slow. I could technically just road this tile or this tile, but like the workers would waste some time. How many are old enough to listen to enough public radio to get that reference? Yeah, seriously. All right, that camp is almost done. I think that finishes next turn. And then I can take the deer tile back for the capital. Yeah, research is just kind of very slowly moving along here. Great Wall is not a bad wonder either on this map, so you don't have to deal with the barbarians, but all right, now we can take this tile. I do not need both of these for safe, so now you can go here, and you can grab this tile back. There we go. Yeah, 3 turns. Well, we can grow. We can grow quite a bit, and we're about to get even more happiness coming in. We're about to get 2 more happy from this and this. So, I also do not think I need to road this tile. I cannot see any occasion why I would ever need to move across this tile, because I already have a billion deer. Like, I don't need a 5th deer resource connected to the trade network, so that seems unnecessary. And we might as well head back and keep exploring this. I haven't managed to make it very deep into the wilderness in this game, have I? All right, Mount Buddy. Yep, working this lovely this lovely tundra cottage here, and that should be enough to get us to fishing. So that then the safe can work the water tiles too. Enemy has been spotted in. Oh, for crying out loud. Are you kidding me? Ugh. Well, I have another warrior popping out there. You can come down here. I swear I'm trying to get the copper connected, you guys. I swear. I'm trying to get the copper connected. Maybe I'll road this tile because it'll be faster. Oh, man. All right, well, we got a warrior in there. We have 2 warriors up here. Got another warrior coming out. Just annoying. Barbarians. We're close to being able to whip. Actually, I think our whip. Let's deal with these barbarians first. Unfortunately, the best thing I can do is train a warrior, so I'll do that. The stupid barbarian's slowing me down. Alright, looks like we can still finish fishing next turn. Oh, wait, I can't get both of these guys in the city on the same turn, can I? Oh, shoot. Well, what we can do is we can move here, and then maybe he'll attack the softer target. Dang it. Well, these guys popped up at a very awkward moment. Obviously, I'm not losing my workers. These barb archers popped up at the wrong moment. I mean, I'm getting my copper resource connected, but I just don't have it done. I guess I only need to road this tile. Maybe I shouldn't have rode it up here. Maybe I should have just immediately ran up here to road the tile. Watch. I mean, I actually have pretty good odds with full fortified bonus. I have almost full fortified bonus. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, I was hoping he'd take the bait. We didn't get even one hit on the... Are you kidding me? We didn't get even one hit? We didn't get even one hit? Okay. I mean, I didn't think we were going to win the fight, but I thought we'd get at least one hit. What? Oh my god. And this is a size 1 city. I can't rush more units into it. This is a size 1 city. There's nothing I can't get over there. I thought that the archer would win, but it would be knocked down to like 1.5 health, and then this warrior could just attack and kill it. Yeah, this is a size 1 city. There's nothing I can do about that. I just did not think it would be a flawless victory for that guy. Yeah, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. This archer will hopefully suicide in here. I mean, I guess I could have gone for archery. I mean, I have bronze. I'm in the process of connecting it. I just did not expect the double archers to pop up at exactly the wrong moment. I guess, yeah, I mean, I guess I could have gone for archery, but, I mean, I'm literally like 2 turns away from having copper on hand, and then I'm fine, because then I can build axes. It's just like they just popped up at the worst possible moment, and then I got a terrible dice roll at also a bad moment. Yeah, and then they attack the worker. It's just like one of those cascading things. Now, was I playing fast and loose with defense here? Yes, absolutely. I was playing fast and loose with them, but why would I need to cancel the worker that's roading? The workers that are roading are in no danger. Oh, you're saying if I rode it again on the following turn? Well, I would have had plenty of time for that. All right, well, let's see. I think we have about a 50-50 odds here. Fortunately, we got the winning combat animation, thank goodness. We got lucky. We lucked out. Now, we lost this one. Or no, we won that one. Never mind. All right, well, we won them both, so hooray. Crisis averted. What were our odds on those fights? So the second fight had 13% odds to win. The first one was close to a... I said it was essentially a 50-50. we had 58% odds to win versus 42. I guess that's a little bit better than a 50-50. 58-42 is not a true coin flip, but it's certainly like not great odds. We at least we did have full 4 to 5 bonus. That was enough to just barely tick us ahead, and it was close. We got down to look at that. We got to the last round, 5 HP versus, and then we won the last round. Jesus. Okay. Well, now we have copper, and now the danger is basically gone. But wow, that was a lot scarier than it needed to be. Okay. Well, now it's time to slave out a settler. We'll slave out a settler there. Here, we'll let the warrior finish, and then we'll 2-pop whip an axe. Because I want this city to keep growing. I don't want to put this city on a settler because I want it to keep growing. But we'll 2-pop whip an axe, and that'll basically get us double axes. Because we'll get the 2-pop whip overflow, and yeah, then we'll basically be set. So, just like that, all of a sudden things should be fine. As long as we have like an axe here, and then like an axe here, we should be. We'll put an axe here, and then we'll put another one up here, and then we'll be fine. All right. Anyway, we also want to be working the water tiles. I could have done that last turn, and I didn't. But oh well. So yes, and why writing? Because we need another build. We need something else to put in the build queue. Okay. So we lucked out. We won a 58% combat that would have set us severely far back if we had lost it. But we did not lose it. So. And then I'll send this guy out scouting. If I can get a couple spare axes, I'll send them out scouting because they're not likely to die. They can like actually explore the wilderness and not die. Putting on a good show. Yeah, it was all for the content, right? Anyway. And no, we do not want to... Oh, we got overflow. Oh, we have to put the overflow in something. Let's put the overflow in a worker. Oh, okay. I see what happened. The worker auto-upgraded in Q to a spearman. That's okay. Alright, so in order to do a 2-pop whip, we have to have less than... We have to have 4 production or less. Which I think we can do. We have to do something really funky this turn. Watch, we actually have to work. Oh, you know what we can do? We can do this for this turn, and then for this turn, the safe can take this back, just for this turn. Because in order to do a 2-pop whip, we have to get if we have. Oh wait, no, what the? Oh, we need to have. We can do this. There we go. We need to have 4 production. Because if we put 5 production, we could only 1-pop whip and not 2-pop whip. It's a little bit weird. All right, Mount Buddy, you can whip that. And then Lake Wobegon is just going to be working on that for like a billion years. Let's go ahead and road this. Let's see. We have kind of a funky road connection. Actually, we do need to road this tile. We have a very funky road connection here. Let's see, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Actually, this tile would be better to do. Because stuff moving out of Oh Dear will go 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, or just like in terms of moving on the road network. So we actually want to improve this tile next. Like road and cottage this tile. No shortage of gems up here, right? Are those flat tundra forests? What about water? I could do watermills down, but like the watermills are so far down the road, it's not really worth thinking about them. Lumber mills, we can always lumber mill the tiles that are not on the rivers, but the ones that are on the rivers, like we want to do. It's not worth. Let me put it this way: it's not worthwhile to have them stay as a 1/1 yield tundra forest, which is a terrible yield tile. It's not worthwhile to have them just sit there with that yield for like the next 150 turns until we unlock lumber mills. It just doesn't make sense. We want to get use out of these, and the only thing we can do that's useful is to turn them into tundra cottages, because then they can at least become like 104 tiles or something like that. It's a great question, but you also want to be thinking about like what these things are going to look like down the road. Like you don't want to have stuff just sitting around doing nothing for ages and ages and ages. Okay. So now we can take this back. We'll auto grow. Actually, if we take this tile back, we'll grow in 1 turn. Just what I want. And we can put the axe overflow into another axe. I need you to come down here and this. We're going to grab this spot too. We need work. We actually do need more workers too. So that'll finish the granary, and we can overflow the granary into a worker because we could use, there's nothing else to build up here, and we could use a worker, and we definitely need to road this. Yeah, let's road this tile. I'll road this while I'm here. By the way, construction tech would also be, oh, and we need another warrior just because this guy's still not full health yet. And we don't have an axe up there just yet. That way I'm protected against losing a city from like one bad dice roll. Also, why are you going into a spear? We do not want a spear here. Oh, because I had I had all these warriors in queue that got queue upgraded to spears. Whatever, that's fine. I'm not upgrading you. I'm not having you do another work. That's how much overflow is there. I want you to grow to at least size 3, so I'm not gonna start a worker there this turn. But I am going to get a worker out of here. We should definitely work this tile. That's going to make our commerce look a lot better. We should be able to get to writing now. We do need to road that. And then you're going to go here. Oh, wait. Whoops. Oh. Okay. I need to reload to the start of this turn. That's a misclick on my part. Fortunately, Civ 6 or Civ 4 loads super fast. So worker. And as I said, we're going to swap to that tile. Especially while we're doing the worker, because we're not even growing. Oh my god, a food resource. Holy cow. It's like the mother lode. A wheat tile. Oh my god. If we can ever get up there. The reason why I can go there is I have these guys roading. So as soon as that road's done, you can move in there. And that's what I was anticipating doing. Alright, you pop up there. You come over here. And fine, we'll just finish the stupid spear. No, actually we can do an axe. Never mind. I do want to finish the spear, but all right, you come up here. You rode that tile. Oh, now we've got that finished the connection. Cool. Well, now we got gems, so now our happy yield. I really do want to just let Oh Dear grow, if at all possible. And let's see, we have a worker. We need, now that we have this road connection done, we need to come down here and improve. Oh wait, well that's not going to be in our. Oh, there's another city that needs a border expansion to do anything. We're actually going to have the border... We're actually going to get this from the capital's border expanding, not from this city expanding. So this city is going to kind of suck until the borders expand. Settle north now. Yeah, I know. We want to get up there, right? A wheat tile. An actual wheat tile, but it's going to take a while to get there. Again, I'm hoping I can get enough axes for defense and then just have them explore. I really would have liked to have built some chariots because they're so much better at exploring than warriors. But... yeah, I mean, I have not been able to get very far on this map. Someday, though, we'll get up there. All right. So I was going to say let's go down here and connect this, but this isn't going to... These borders aren't going to expand for a little bit, so let's put the cottage down here first. I want the chop to go to Lake Woebegone over Mount Buddy, so let's make sure that Lake Woebegone has this tile first, but then we'll actually turn into a cottage that Mount Buddy can work. So we'll chop it first. Chop, put the cottage down, and by the time that's done, it'll be time to come down here and connect this resource. We'll actually move here. Wow, all the movement just takes forever on this map because it's all tundra and forests. So even if we get really unlucky and lose this, we have another warrior. We should win this at like 95% odds, but just in case we got really unlucky. All right. Oh, we need a name for this city too, you guys. But now we have a pair of axes, so like we have actual defense now. So you're going to go to the north frontier. You're going to go here to the west frontier. Riverside, perfect. Works for me. As I said, this is going to be like the saddest spot until the borders expand. But they are going to pop in the capital in 5 turns. Okay. And it is actually faster to move this direction, so we'll still do that. Turn the resources back on. All right, just more mountains. More mountains. Now we got to get over to the silver tile. And I am content to have the safe just do this worker for right now. Yeah, this seems fine. We're getting 10 of our 32 beakers here. And these two workers are plugging away. How many cities does the AI have, just out of curiosity? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 6 cities. I'm about to get my 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm not doing great in that terms. I think we can now go back to evening out the espionage. In terms of how we stand relative to the AI. Well, we are pulling ahead in GMP, so that's a good sign. Well, that's partly because I'm researching library, which always writing, which inflates your GMP. Production, we are lower than them. Food, we are also lower than them. Power, we okay. So we're still behind, but we should be in the process. I think we're in the process of catching up. At least the AI is handling this map a little bit better than I thought it might. And now I don't have to scramble every time a single barb unit shows up. All right, we might as well load that for right now. And we can cottage that to give Mount Buddy another tile to work. And poor Mount Buddy. The terrain here is pretty sad. And now we can take this tile back now that the chop went to Lake Will Be Gone, which has no production of its own. So that's probably our next spot there to get the marble. Oh no, actually this is probably our next spot here. I need more workers. Is Mount Buddy? Okay, Mount Buddy is still undergoing a whip duration. I have a whip here. I'll whip Mount Buddy again. I'll probably whip it for an archer, or not an archer. Maybe another worker. I wanted the capital just to keep growing for right now. It is growing pretty fast. And then I'm gonna need worker here because I need to chop this down for more cottages. Because I'm about to grow. Once I hit this, maybe I'll build another worker here as soon as I grow onto this cottage. Because I'll be out of tiles to work, and we can do a worker pretty fast. It says 5 turns. 12 food. Yeah, we can't. We'd be at 5 turns. Yeah, I never seem to be able to get chariots on my streams, can I? Guess we got to turn off research on writing. Okay. This will at least give Mount Buddy another tile to work. And it needs a military police unit. Maybe I need to do archery just so I can build a cheaper unit for military police. Oh, you know what I can do? I can move. Oh, I have extra work. I have an extra. You can come back here. That's right. This warrior can move back there. Okay. So now we have an axe up here. We also have another warrior. Let's send out this extra warrior scouting. Because we have an axe for defense. We've almost made it to the equator of this map. And yeah. The safe will probably whip something soonish too. But I want to let that worker finish. The worker's like half. I mean, I could whip the worker, but it's like half done. It's not worthwhile to just do a 1-pop whip. And it's working some good tiles, so we're good there. Yeah, we finished that. All right. And I guess we could try to do a barracks, considering how many units we're training, but I don't really need a spear, but I've got one. Oh, stone. I mean, we can't get that. All right. We need the big boy axe to come out here. I'll just have this get the warrior chill for a turn. And then actually, you know, my worker labor need is not quite as bad as it looks because these 2 workers are about to be freed up. There won't be a need to do any more work at the safe for a while. So it's not as bad as it looked like. All right, Mount Buddy can now work the cottage tile. Now down to 3 production per turn. Let's finish writing. Oh, wow. Can't quite. Well, we'll do it like that. Like, so, well, we have a spear. We finished one. And, all right. These workers just finished the cottage. Now they can get down here. I'll probably just have them go doot, 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 doot under this tile. We also need to erode that tile as well, but because the borders are about to pop, yeah, from the capital. I just want them to get down to the sheep. Oh wait, what the? I thought the borders. Oh, they pop next turn. Okay, they're 499. Okay, well let's get you down there. I hate wasting turns like this, but the alternative is, I mean, there's like, I'm not gonna like road here, half a road here, half a road here, half a road. It's just not worth it. All right, well we get 99.9% odds, so. Although apparently they got multiple hits on us, despite that. Wow, that was a truly horrible combat. Oh my god. We had 99.9% odds, and we got hit how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. We got hit 7 times. That barb was 2 hits away from killing my axe in a 99.9%. That's what the what? Anyway, well, that barb can heal for a little while, or our axe can heal for a little while, I guess. Oh my god. Okay. Well, now that I have that axe here, the warrior can head out exploring. Hey, Lake Wobegon grew another size. And are you working your water tiles? Yes, you are. But considering how weak this city is, it actually is the correct decision to whip the granary so that it'll grow faster. Alright. Well, that happened. Barb horse archers normally do not spawn. Normally they don't. Okay, so we're at... we have a whip penalty. Do we need a settler or a worker is the question. I think we do a settler in the capital. So I don't know, I need to think about this. So I don't really want to lose the population. You know what it is? All right. Slow build a worker here. We'll whip a settler out of Mount Buddy. And we have these workers these workers will be freed up soon enough. Although I might actually, I'm going to need these two to come down here. Okay, you hang out there. Ha! It's a paradise up here. It's a paradise. Yeah, so we definitely... I mean, I need to get some exploration going so I can find, like, another spot to settle. We know that. Well, actually, I'm not sure. We also have that spot over there. This guy can let me know what's going on over here, or at least in a little bit better form.
True glory consists in doing what deserves to be written.
All right, what's next?
What deserves to be read.
I think math would be pretty good, because we are chopping a lot of forests. So here's the thing. We also could potentially try to go for Code of Laws, because we've got a prophet that's going to spawn. Courthouses would not be bad. We'll just put you on the library for lack of anything better. Courthouses are not terrible, because we're 17 turns away from a great prophet. I do think having my own religion would actually help a lot on a map like this. Are there other higher priorities, though, is the question. So we know metal casting would be nice. Forges are good. They'll give us +1 happiness. But by the same token, we actually are not hurting for happiness right now in this game. We really aren't. So that's, and like Colossus is not buildable. So it's not that high of a priority. We also, I mean, meditation isn't going to do anything for us. Priesthood's not going to do anything for us. But I don't know. This feels like it's... I think going for Confucianism is worthwhile. If it would fall, then we can always opt not to head in that direction, too. Anyway, so we're going to have you do a settler. Actually, we need to start it right now, because it's going to take 2 turns. And then we... it'll take 2 turns, and then for us to be able to whip. Although, technically, I could just do this, and then whip. Actually, let's do that. 1 turn here, then next turn we swap to this turn for 1 turn, and then we whip the settler after that. not to go off topic, how are the kiddos? They're doing well. Yeah, they're doing well. They keep us very, very busy, believe me. But they're doing well. Um, Let me see if I can show. Hold on, I'll pull up. We have just to show a quick. I don't want to distract too much, but I can show a quick picture or two from them recently from the desktop. So they keep us pretty busy. So here they are. Is this showing up correctly on here? Yeah. Here they are playing and reading at night. Very cute. William is 3, and Charlie is 10 months. We took them to the zoo. They're they're very cute, the two of them. Let me see if I can just find real quick a video of them playing. That's probably pretty good though. Anyway, you guys aren't here to watch pictures of the kiddos, even though they are very cute. Anyway, okay. So, what are we doing here? Oh, we're still exploring. Maybe. Oh, wow. This is actually whatever's up here is really nice. If we can ever somehow get to the eastern edge of the map, there's some nice stuff there. That was no, we have taken them to the National Zoo a number of times, but that was we were actually at the Baltimore Zoo for that particular picture. All right, Riverside is about to start becoming a city. I'll just put this spear over here where the axe is. And this guy, maybe this guy can finally... I have not been able to get a Woodsman 2 warrior. This one's been on Woodsman 1 like forever. Alright, we got our worker. Let's get you... I want to grow onto these 4 tiles. I want to get all the water tiles. So even though it hurts not working that, I think it's the right call for the moment. Alright, you guys, are you guys done with this mine yet? Yeah. So they're going to be done in a second. All right, you need to come down here. Start improving that. Our axe is slowly getting ready to heal from that horrific beating that it took. We're slowly getting control of the ice field down here. Yeah, I was planning on just slow building this worker, which I do need. And then I was going to have the 2 workers that were up here cut down and like chop. And actually, I don't think I want to chop. I'll save these fires for later. Cottage these tiles for the capital. And Mount Buddy, yes. You're going to start the settler this turn. And pop here. And then we can 2-pop whip this next turn. Are we prepared to establish this spot? Not really. The worker labor is not there yet. But that's why I have a worker here. And then this worker here can come out as well. But I'm a little behind on the worker labor right now. Actually, why don't we have the safe grow to size 4 and just build another worker? It's not going to be fast, but like, what else is that city going to do? Alright, you can heal in 5 turns there. Do we want to start checking to see if they're plotting? I mean, I can't imagine that they are. I cannot imagine that they're plotting war against me right now. They're so far away. That would be very odd. 2, 3. Okay, we can get up here. Moving along this long and narrow winding road. Alright. So now we have another happiness resource. Yeah, we got plenty of happiness. And we're still building that camp. Riverside is almost a real city. Anyway, there's the settler. From Mount Buddy. I guess I'll have to send the spear to escort it. Well, I actually have an axe that's going to pop out on the following turn, so that can go up there. Oh, there's another deer resource. Okay. Well, we're going to found this. Excuse me, we'll found this next. I don't know that we'll even have the happiness to work, the enough food to work this tile, but work the gems tile. These cities are all such poor amounts. Anyway, we should knock out meditation. You guys, yes. come on down here. And then they can cottage next turn. All right. We do... is this a tile we want to road? Probably, because we'll road this tile as well, and then the road can go here, here, here. So I think we do want to road that. All right. Anyway, you... And it's just like all the worker actions take so much longer than normal because the map is so hostile to everything. Anyway, you need to... I guess we need to road up... we should probably run the road... Yeah, I guess we'll run the road up here. All right, spear. Spear can protect that. It's just a very strange map, which is what's fun. All right, so we got all that done. Here, might as well work these tiles. Yeah. It's actually the same. So it's actually the same amount of food hammers right now. So like if I work the water tiles, right, it's 6 production. But if I do this, it's also 6 production. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll grow it to grow the city to size 5, and then we'll just work well, no, we need to be size 6 to work all the tiles. But this is fine for now. Look at that. We get a nice 50. Well, 15 beakers is actually not that great. It's okay. I guess it's all right. So anyway, Mount Buddy's getting another axe there. You will be able to start growing, yeah, and then we'll let you grow again. Riverside finally now has a tile to work, and then we'll road here and get over to this other tile. I mean, we need to go settle that spot too. I can just push the axe a little further west. Looks like it's still available. I mean, Mount Buddy probably... I need someone to stay on military. I think I'm going to have this just stay on the axes for right now. And I'll send this up north as well. But, like, getting the roads to these new cities just takes so much worker labor. Like, I don't feel like I'm... It feels like I'm, like, way behind in worker labor. Oh, there's Shaka. So, yeah, we need to get a move onto this spot. If we want the marble, and I think we do, that needs to be the next city. So, cottage, and then you that just popped out. Also cottage. You need to go up here and help out with getting the north established. Oh, there's another... Is this Napoleon's territory? Oh, wow. We finally found where he's located. Napoleon's apparently up here, you guys. So, I don't think we're under too much pressure from him at the moment. Oh, wait. Was that a wheat tile? Oh, wow. A wheat tile. Okay. I'm wondering if this shifts this dot around at all. No, it probably still goes there because we can work the deer and the 3 lake tiles. We must... I know, right? We have to settle the wheat. Probably here because we want to preserve that grassland tile. 1, 2... Yeah, that's probably there. Our people tire of venison. We need bread. Oh, you see borders? Are there borders up here too? Or is that Napoleon's? Up there. We're still in this tiny corner of the map, aren't we? Alright, what unit are we on? Ah. Okay, so we got that roaded. Now, Buddy's going to grow back onto its other cottage tile here. What is our research rate compared to the AI? We're doing pretty well in GMP. We're not looking as good in food. I think it's partly because we do seem to, even for this map, we seem to have spawned in a very low food portion of the map. Like, this massive ice sheet is just, like, the combination of these mountains here that block expansion north and this here, it means all my expansion just takes so long. Because, like, to get up here, and we can't go, like, we can't go east to settle, like, right here. We can't go south to settle right here. Everything has to go like the maximum distance away in order to settle anything, which we can do. But like it does make things challenging. And we like just have to invest so much into like roading to make this work. Anyway, well, let's see. We'll get a view of where Shaka's stuff is located at least. Anyway, well, let's go improve that other resource. We can get onto that next turn, and then we'll have to connect. I guess Riverside is connected by that. Oh, you know, I forgot we can technically sign open borders with these guys, but like we could sign open borders and go scout his territory. That's probably worthwhile to do. I could have this warrior right here just walk through his territory and get a sense for what Shaka's doing. All right. You may need to give. No, I'm not gifting someone a city. Absolutely not. I don't care if it like manipulates the algorithm. I'm not gifting them a city. That's nonsense. Definitely not. I'm not a big fan of the stuff that like exploits the AI in that fashion. Okay, were we? I didn't even realize. I don't think I really even wanted to build an axe here. See, the problem is I don't really want to whip the capital for more settlers. I'm kind of at the limit of what I can handle from a worker labor perspective. I kind of want the capital just to grow onto these cottages right now. I didn't really want an axe though. I kind of want a library. So we will need another place to get a settler out. But it probably will have to be Mount Buddy. I do have another worker. I mean, I could two-pot whip the safe for a settler, but I think I like the safe just in its configuration as it is right now. Maybe I'll whip O'Deer. I don't know. We'll see. It is due for whip, but like, could I support another settler over here anyway? I'm already stretched on worker labor really badly. I don't think I'm in position to get another settler out right now.
Meditation brings wisdom. Lack of meditation brings ignorance. Know well what leads you forward and what holds you back.
Like, everything just takes so much worker labor on this map. I do think we got a, kind of a challenging starting position. Alright. I like having to build roads on the ice sheets here. Okay. So I could build the road here, here, here. Like, is that better? It's a little bit faster, so I guess so. Just because it's faster. Oh, hi. Well, it's an injured barbarian. I guess we'll just chill here for a turn. We do have another axe that's coming up here as well. Hopefully the spear. I mean, the spear should win against the barb archer. It should. It's also on a forest tile. And the archer's damaged. Already took some injury. So we definitely want to get this. Need another cottage. Oh, now I'm hoping Napoleon will sign open borders with me so I can just walk into his territory. We've been following this one river like the whole game. This one river that just keeps on going. And then we have like this ridiculous valley over here. The Valley of the Gems. That I guess if we can get control of here, we can try to push settlers into this corner too. But this map's going to take forever to settle because it's so hostile and it's so big. Alright, we should win this. We're on a forest tile. Higher strength. Okay, there we go. Yeah, good thing I had the escort, though. More? Okay. More of these. You need to stay there. I need an axe there, because there definitely could be an archer, that, like a barbed archer that comes across the snow field. Alright. Oh, wow, that's tier 3 borders over there. Riverside, alright. Well, that looks rather nice. Well, he's got 4 workers on that tile building a farm. It's a lot of workers. Anyway, oh dear. Yeah, it's gonna cap out. I guess let's see. It's not gonna be able to grow too many more sizes here, even with all the deer tiles that I have. Even though I have it working 3 deer tiles, it's not gonna be able to grow too much further. We really need biology farms on this map, but it's not a possibility, unfortunately. Global warming can turn it green. Global warming can actually turn tundra green. That's pretty funny. I didn't even know that it could do that in this game. Anyway, yeah. So we will want to get a settler for over here. I think after I build this cottage, though, these workers are freed up, and I can have them start pushing over here. So maybe we will get. Maybe we do need to get a settler out of somewhere. And I just don't really want to whip this city is the problem. But I might have to. I can whip for 2 pop, which is not too bad. Maybe when this is like close to growth, I'll just whip the settler. I'll get a settler and whip it. Because these two once this cottage is done, I don't think I'll need the workers here at Oh Dear. They can like connect the roads to Riverside. And then these workers can slot over here, and then we do want to get the city for up here. By the way, we're about to settle this city next turn, so we'll need a name for this one. But I want to get this spot before Shaka can reach it. All right, he looks like that's a relatively recent plant from him. I'd also love to get the horses, but I think we just have to hold off on that. All right. So interesting that the game seems to want me to take that. Well, I can see why, because it gets the. But we want this one. All right. What do we want to name this city? I'll give Chad a minute to think about it. Jewel Lake. That sounds good to me. I like that, Dark Kuno. Obviously, it needs a granary first. Now this one is a bit expensive. Our maintenance costs are definitely starting to tick up. We are break even at 40%, which is not that bad, honestly. These priesthoods are pretty cheap tech. We'll knock that out and then we'll start saving for Confucianism. Alright, so you guys finish this. We have all the cottages we need here at the moment. So as I said, let's get you guys over here. Oh, you know what? That was a mistake. They could have both moved here, roaded this tile, and then gone here, because I wanted to get this tile roaded next. And Riverside's just about done with its only 2 tiles that are any good. These 2 guys will have to then chop and mine a... I won't need to whip this granary, because I'll just chop it to completion. Courthouses will definitely help. We have a lot of distance costs. So anyway, that's our 6th city. Shaka has 2, 4, 6, 7. He has 8 cities. He's definitely out expanding us. All right. Napoleon. Shaka apparently has like pretty good land based on what we have. Yeah, courthouses don't seem too bad on this map. All right. Mr. Buddy. Mr. Buddy needs us to chop another tile too. We need to get another cottage there. At some point, probably this tile. At least I have another worker coming out of the safe. As I said, maybe these guys can move here. You know, I was gonna build the road connection down here because I do want to have this connected, but that doesn't seem like as big of a priority. Maybe I can have these guys move here and then chop and cottage this tile. I don't know. I think I need to improve another tile. I think I need to improve this tile right here, and then we'll see. I could always get a road connection here to Riverside. I was thinking the road was going to run here, but maybe it just goes here instead. So I think I'm going to play to turn 100, and then I think that'll be a convenient stopping point for today. All right. And you know what we can do? We can put this chop. We can have this chop go into a worker. Like when it finishes, we'll swap to a worker next turn and then finish the worker. And then we'll whip the settler after that. Alright. So we got the axe up here. Just continuing to chill. Again, warrior is not the best at exploring. But they're slowly defogging the map. Alright, now do we need a road on this tile? I think we do, just because we need a road over here anyway. And we might as well. And Jewel Lake will need a road on that tile, but... Expansive wouldn't have been bad for bonus health either. Like, we'll be fine on health up to like size 10-ish, and then it'll get a little dicey. So anyway, we'll road that, and then I'm going to need them to go here and cottage that. Yeah, I think I'd like to... Like maybe we have the road go here, 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 something like that. Just because those are the tiles we're going to be improving. Trying to save worker turns. Oh, Lake Wobegon's finally going to be size 2. Poor Lake Wobegon. It's only serves for one purpose, is just getting us cottages. I mean, the need to plant that city... Oh, Code of Law is only... It's not that far away. So if we go max research, we can do it in 10 turns. We need 300 gold for that. So we get the road here. We did. Oh, we're gonna keep it. Oh, what the? How is there a barb archer in the middle of Shaka's territory? What the heck? All right, Mount Bloody, as we said, that's gonna go into worker. Probably hold the overflow there. All right, so that needs to be can't. I almost clicked the cottage button by accident. Well, surely Napoleon doesn't have that in his territory. He's got a lot of units running around. I'll keep you here. Maybe I'll send the spear out to poke around a little bit. See what's over in this direction. At the end of like a pretty long supply line here. So how close are we? Alright, we're not that far off from being able to do a settler there. You have almost grown onto this tile. And maybe we can get a worker, a settler out of there as well. Well, we are on a forest, and we have woodsman promotion, so we have decent odds. Maybe we'll get lucky, and or Shaka will just kill this thing. Haha, take that, Shaka. Yeah, I don't want to... I was going to move on the road, because it's just faster to move through the territory that way, but... Oh, hi, Barb. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the Barb Warrior. Can connect that. Ah, we finally found his capital. Okay. Well, I think I like the terrain at his capital a little bit more than mine, in all honesty. And this is the northern edge of the map, too. So we've got the north corner of the map now defogged. So, Mount Bloody. Same thing as before. We'll whip the settler next turn, and we'll overflow into the worker. Just very, very slowly getting this. All right. Chop. The chop will finish the granary at Riverside. I guess that's right. Lake Wobegon is grown. That's right. I was gonna get a settler out of here. Are we doing double settler? I guess so. Grabbing both of these spots. That's going to be a bit of a strain on our worker labor, but we got it. We're going for it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has 8 cities. Well, we'll be at 8 cities as well if we can get these planted. Just we have to go so far because we can only expand in 2 directions. We can't expand east or south at all. We just have to, like, the settlers have to have such long transit times to make it to these destinations. It just, yeah. It's a weird map. Oh, okay. You're going to try to do the switcheroo? I prefer not to fight him on the forested hill. Just because. Alright. Yep, there's the corner of the map. Well, we made it all the way to the northeast corner. 99.91. I mean, it's basically a coin flip at 99.1, right? So we'll get not a ton of overflow, but a little from this. There goes all my population. And like this axe can slide forward. We're going to need defenders for these spots too. So many logistics to keep in mind. Okay, that... I'm shocked that guy actually managed to get a hit on us. I'm like legit surprised he managed to get a hit on us. That was literally a 0.0. Managed to get one hit. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I actually managed to do that. Alright, we actually want to work the water tiles next here. So I guess I'll start roading towards that next spot. I don't really need anything else here at the moment. Chop. That should finish the granary. Oh, we got another worker here. Alright, so we can grow. And we'll grow onto one of these tiles. Okay. Mount Buddy finally got that cottage done. So this settler will take the southern path. And yeah, we're going to need... Oh, there's a barbed spear wandering around. Well, good thing I have an axe. If it comes over here, we'll be able to smack it. I won't fight it up on top of the hill, but I want to be ready to smack it if it goes somewhere else. Anyway. Head here. And let's see. I have 2 workers up there. I think I need these guys to go over here, honestly. I'm trying to think like where the most important spot is. And I need a defender there too, so I'm going to have to send this axe forward. Mount Buddy, let's have you finish this axe, because I'm going to need another defender, and then you can go back onto the worker after that, using the overflow here. Also, I need Mount Buddy to grow back the size it just lost, and I can't do that if it's on the worker. Oh, if I could get one, can I get one more food in here for a turn? So it'll grow. Let's do that for 1 turn. And I'll give that tile back next turn. Okay. Alright, just continuing to explore the map. Is that a barb city up there? No, I thought I saw a barb city for a second. Actually, yes, it is a barb city. What am I thinking? It is a barb city. I'm not crazy. Oh, hello. Well, that just makes that spot even better. Do we have an actual good city here? Right here? Do we have like an actual strong city? Unfortunately, my research rate has tumbled because I just did all that whipping. Alright. Yeah, this is fine for right now. It is definitely a challenging map. And it's not going to get better. Somebody built the pyramids. Do we know who? Unknown. Unknown. Okay. You give this... Actually, I think this cottage has been worked more. Yeah. And then you take this tile back. Grow a little bit faster. Where am I? Wait, where are my 2 settlers? Oh, one's... Oh, wait, what? I moved this... Oops, I moved this guy in the wrong direction. Well, that's okay. It's not really that much slower. I moved him the wrong way, but that's okay. And this axe, I can move down here. I thought that guy would move up on the hill. There's basically no tile he can move to that's not on the hill, though, so... If he moves here, or here, or here, or here, or here, I'm going to smack him. So you have 91% odds even with him on the hill. So I should be able to get that. All right. 2 workers that are going to do that connection and then assist this. So this worker, I think I just want to move as far to the north as possible. going to say I am seeing a little bit more green land. This does not look as hostile as where my territory is. This massive ice field is just a real challenge. All right. There's his capital. Okay. So Shaka's not that far. I mean, if we get this spot, that's as far as we were realistically ever going to get. All right, one more turn. Turn 100, a good stopping point. I would be very surprised. He's attacking up on a hill. Yeah. All right, and now you. This is a 98.8. I mean, there's a 1% odds we could die, but seems pretty unlikely. Anyway, Shaka's about to bring his religion over to us, so could be useful. Anyway, all right. Yeah. So we got that road build, and now here. Oh, that was. I don't think I built the road maybe as well as I should have, because it's weaving across the river, which is no good until we have construction. I probably should have built the road here. Like once you're here, instead of roading this tile, I should have roaded this tile right here. Because then the road would go here, 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 and would stay on one side of the river. That was maybe not the best. All right. Well, anyway. And you're just heading northwards at the moment. So you guys are going to make sure we have a road connection here. It's not needed for the trade route, but it will help us out. Lake Woebegone will get its axe back, because we still have to defend against barbs coming from this direction, unfortunately. And we're getting Napoleon and Shaka's territory cleared out, or explored. Next to Shaka's holy city, his capital is his holy city. Why would this be in any danger at all? It's like 8 tiles away. Maybe it looked like it was a little closer than it actually was. But no, it's not close. All right. How close are the borders to expanding here? Not too far off. So there's turn 100. There's 100 turns down the book. I'm a little disappointed we're not leading in score after 100 turns, but it has been a rough. It's been a really challenging starting position, to say the least. We're not currently working our commerce tiles here. Like, we could definitely do this, but then that ends all growth. So we'll grow onto the gems tile. And the capital's almost grown back from the whipping that I did to it. I got 2 settlers on the map. Let me go ahead and try to get a screenshot of where we stand after 100 turns. I think this is going to be a much slower paced game than a normal one. So GMP, we're doing well in GMP. We're not doing as well in production, or we're keeping pace in foods. I'm okay with that. Power, as expected, we're behind. Culture, we're doing perfectly fine. Demos, we have not been able to close the gap on food. We've been pretty consistently around 4th place. Someone's always been outpacing us by a lot. And it's not these 2 AIs, it's a different AI. So, more work to be done. I'm just going to name the same file harsh. Okay, well, I'm having fun with this game. It's been pretty entertaining so far. I'm really glad we won that dice roll at Lake Woebegone, or we would legitimately be in some real trouble. I think we will out-research the AIs in time. It helps that these guys are not especially good research AIs, but yeah, I'm not just blowing past them in score, which is kind of cool. Also glad I'm playing on Emperor and not Immortal. I would like it if I could get to this resource cluster. I don't know if that's going to happen. It's a lot closer to Napoleon, but still lots of room for expansion. We will keep tossing down more of these cities. And Forbidden Palace looks like this would be a good spot for Forbidden Palace, I think. This actually seems like a map where Forbidden Palace is going to be very effective. Because right now, we are break-even at 20% science, which is not going to cut it. We can research Code of Laws in as little as 11 turns, but we would need more money to get there. But anyway, we're working on it. Thanks so much for watching, folks. We'll pick this up next week. Until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. See you soon. Bye, guys.